Hey, how's it going? This is ColbyCheeZe, and you are watching another StarCraft 2 custom map, strategy, and commentary. Today I'm going to be playing Income Wars. This is a newly popular map, has been rising up on the popularity list quite quickly lately, probably due to a few reasons. One, the map is pretty badass, and also there is quite a little bug, which I'll talk about later. Anyways, what you want to do when you first start off is you have a little spawner, and you're going to want to put it on a patrol on the Marines. Yes, I said the Marines. You can actually spawn several types of units in this map, and each time you spawn a unit, your income raises. Different units have different efficiency levels according to how much it costs to build them and how much income it gives you. However, in this case, the Marines are the most efficient unit in the game currently as of this build. So by building massive amounts of Marines, you are going to actually get the highest income over the long run. Not to mention they are actually pretty good early on anyways. Right here you can actually see me mousing over some of the upgrades that you can get for your units. Unfortunately, I think it would be quite a big waste of money to actually get any of these upgrades. They don't upgrade instantly, and you know, it costs a lot of money to get them. You're better off just getting the units which raise your income. So, but I just wanted to show you that you do have that option. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here. In this video, you can actually see I've my ally here has built a bunch of Thors, and what I did was I built a large mass of science vessels, and there you go, a very well placed nuke right whenever we were getting close to the base, destroyed most of their army. We've got a huge army marching in on them, and the cool thing about these science vessels is there's no possible way that you're going to kill all of those mech units. Science vessels are an amazing thing to build in this map if you're building BCs or Thors or any kind of heavy unit like that. Even Colossi do really well with the science vessels. So you can see this was actually a 2v3, and then they destroyed my ally at the end, or destroyed his worker, and so I ended up winning it there. So now we're in a new game, and this one is actually a pretty standard match here with all the players doing quite well. This is actually a pretty cool little strategy that I saw this guy do. I still don't think it's the best thing to do. However, this guy, he builds massive amounts of probes, and actually two of them do, and one of the guys is building Marines. What happens is the probes act as a meat shield for the Marines to just do a ton of damage, while our Marines are able to, they're just sitting there shooting on the probes. So it's kind of cool. Anyways, this is a really exciting matchup. I was a little concerned. I was like, man, I really hope we don't lose to a bunch of freaking probes. I'd be really embarrassed. But it does go on for quite a while. This is a really good match, so I'm going to go ahead and commentate this here for you. Now, so what I'm going to be doing is my strategy is to just build a massive amount of Marines until I get to about 2,000 minerals. That's right, 2,000 minerals. The Marines are the best unit. Now you can also build these infested Terrans. They have like 5 more HP. They're the same as Marines, except they have 5 more HP. But like I said, the efficiency is not as good. The probes efficiency is the same as the Marines, but I still think the Marines are just better off in the end anyways. Right, so you'll see the match. They're gonna be attacking here, and what happened was whenever they pushed all the way to our cannon was able to kind of destroy. The cannon does have a little bit of splash damage, and so now we're able to get the critical mass going back onto their side. There it goes. Once they get that concave, the concave is gonna give them the advantage. All the probes are gonna bunch up in the back. It's not gonna be that useful. That's another reason I don't really like to build the probes, to be honest with you. So anyways, what I'm just waiting for here right now is for my income to get up to 2,000. As you can see, I'm only at about 1,000 right now. And some of the other guys are going to start building some different types of units here in a little bit, but for the most part, these guys are pretty smart. They're actually just massing up Marines, which is really what you want to do. And that it may sound kind of boring, which it kind of is, but in this particular version of Income Wars, there's not really any better strategy. I promise you, if you just mass Marines, you will not ever lose this. Well, if your allies are that bad, but if you just mass Marines and then go to the next thing, once you get to 2,000 minerals, you're actually going to go build War Pigs, which is one of the hero units. They're basically a hero Marine, which have about they've got like, I don't know, like 800 health, and they do 80 damage, I believe, like 60 to 80 damage. So they one-shot Marines with each attack, and then they're quite tanky. So it's a really good strategy altogether. Another thing about this map is kind of interesting. All of the right side's units will will go towards the bottom, and all the left side units will go towards the top. So sometimes your units are just going to pass each other by, and I guess this is to kind of avoid clumping up is the reason they did that. But it can also kind of work in your favor or against you if your units are just passing them by and not doing any damage to them. So that's kind of what's happening, as you see here. Like, just a few units are stopping to attack while the other ones are just running past, going to the tower. It's kind of neat, and you see on the mini map right there, they're kind of clumping up. But anyways, I'm right there at about that 2,400 minerals mark, so I'm going to go ahead and start building those war pigs, and I will just start devastating their units. Unfortunately, they have a shit ton of marines, so it's getting pretty close. They are kind of clumping up on our cannon, and so this is a very close match. They're getting to the point where they might actually destroy me, but once these war pigs pop out and start doing some damage, then I'm not going to be too concerned with it. Man, that is such a huge mass of marines. Oh man, if we had some colossi, those things would get burned up. But unfortunately, if I actually spawned some right now, they would be destroyed instantly. So there you go. I have my war pigs out, and they are just demolishing those marines. Each attack kills a marine, so it's like a Dark Templar, but ranged and high speed. By the way, don't ever build Dark Templars like this guy did. They don't actually stealth. I don't know why you do that, really, to be honest. See, they just die before they get there. Blue here spawning lots of Zerglings. I guess they're going to be like little meat shields for my war pigs, which is kind of cool. Anyways, what you want to do is actually, once you get about 6,000, 7,000 or so minerals, go ahead and build a what is it? It's a stone zealot, kind of like that deal from the single player campaign. And the reason you want to do that is because you got these little eye lasers that are kind of like colossi, but they also attack air and they have a ton of life. So they're really strong units, to be honest with you. In this map, there's all bio, so I never actually built any science vessels, but sometimes I will actually build. See, if this guy was to build some battlecruisers or something like that, I'd go ahead and build a couple science vessels. The battlecruisers last a really long time. It's very difficult to kill them. Let's see, the guy on the left here, he built those immortals, which I'm not sure why. Maybe he was trying to kill the cannon. I don't know, but it's not going to happen because of all of these brood what are they called? Brood lords, sorry. But there's a lot of them, and then all the Zerglings, so there's a lot of meat shields. I'm still building my war pigs, and the war pigs are, I'll be honest, they're the one doing all the crazy damage right now. Anyways, this is pretty interesting. You can actually see all this crazy stuff going on. There's some phoenixes trying to attack the brood lords, which is not a really big deal. They also built some void rays. I'll be honest with you, void rays are really powerful, except I would rather, there's a hero void ray that does like 80 damage per tick and has, I don't know, like 6,000 life. That's what you want to build. His name is Malhazar. I don't know what his name is. It's something weird, but it's like a giant red. Yeah, there it is. You can see it. It's kind of cool looking. But right now I'm going to go ahead and build this stone zealot because I am up there in the 6,000 range or so, somewhere in that range. I think I'm about 8,000 actually minerals. I've been spawning marines this whole time, and then war pigs. So I do have a pretty superior strategy to these guys. Not much else to this game, to be honest with you. I guarantee that if you do this strategy, you're gonna win 90% of the games. Now, there is one bug in this map that I would like to talk about real quick, and you can call down one nuke. As you saw in the last game, we used the nuke to win at the very end there, and you call down one nuke and you can destroy a large area. Unfortunately, if you look at my chooser here, he has 5 HP. You can call down the nuke anywhere. So what people have been doing is they'll cheese the game by calling down a nuke on your chooser, so you can no longer make units, which is really annoying. It's a bug in the game. It's not supposed to be that way. So I would email the author of the game, but he did not put his email. I guess there's two guys that made it. Look at this guy. He made a stone zealot. But mine's gonna be better. So F you guy. Anyways, but yeah, so you can actually nuke the guys, and once they get nuked, there's nothing you can do. You just have to leave the game. Pretty stupid, but I do think that has helped this map's popularity, because when people get nuked, they'll leave the game, they'll create a new one, and obviously it's based on how many games are being played in the last hour or whatever. But yeah, here we go. Now I'm building some science vessels. I think that what is my ally building down there? Some kind of oh yeah, I think I built I think we built some of those void rays, and I'm pretty sure it does heal the stone zealot. I don't know if it's counted as mechanical or not, but anyways, here we go. Just gonna continue building those stone zealots. Oh yeah, there's my hero void ray. There's not much they can do at this point. Wow, that's a lot of, yeah, there you go. There's a victory. That was a whole lot of of Immortals. But anyways, guys, I hope this strategy helps you out to win this map a lot. Hope you don't get cheesed like I do all the time when trying to play this. But make sure you subscribe to my channel. You can actually add me on Twitter and Facebook and see my updates there. Also check out StarCraft2Mapster.com, SC2Mapster.com, and I will see you guys next time.